Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they're hot as can be, winners of 8 of their last 9 games.
I don't know if you call this start a...
And we are underway in Buffalo. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's got this one complete to Stewart. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. And Oliver in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Now Smith.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route? And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Breece Hall
with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Steelers have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
Now for the point after. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bills' offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. That caught by Trimble. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off the play fake. James. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Off play action. James. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. James. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Bills' 10-yard line.
Here's Smith. Guys, man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Malik Neighbors, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Bills nothing.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They start the drive with Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39.
Now James. Off play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at the Steeler defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
they were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Play action. It's Smith. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Smith. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that was knocked down, but I don't think it's going to matter. The defense looked like they jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down.
And less than a yard.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
1st down. An 8-yard pickup.
Now Marshall stops short of the 25, but that 2nd effort got him a couple extra.
The 26. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
60 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Steelers, 1st down. 1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to run with Hall.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Breece Hall hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 21-zip.
21. Bills nothing.
A 10-play drive that time.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but The way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up
James from the gun on third down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Paul on a give up the middle.
And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw, Smith. Pushes past him. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A 10-yard pickup brings up second down at the 45-yard line.
21-0 our score after 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Fights off the defender. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Steelers first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
Here's a give to Hall.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Steelers first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Malik Neighbors.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year.
Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Nice little juke. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Oh, good move.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Steelers offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
But if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Throwing is Smith.
And the Steelers first down.
This is caught. Touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here, because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a hit and a loose football. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling with this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.
Well, Charles, I mean, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline. Or flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. Better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first-half performance.
And, partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe. But I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
1-yard gain.
They run it again with Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 3rd and 9 here.
3rd down and 9.
Back to throw. James. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final done.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
At the 48-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step down the numbers? There he goes. He's on his way. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Josh Palmer, 79 yards. And the Bills are able to at least get 1 score back. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
At the 26-yard line.
Now it's Smith. That one taken in by Nagers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st down.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
At the 43-yard line.
From the gun on third down, Smith. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half.
They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays they're going to do. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. It's brought in by Harris. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And his kick is good.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. From the 23, here's second down and 5.
Brings up second and 5. At the 23.
Give to Hall running right. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll sneak it with Smith. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Again, it's Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
For a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
41-yard line.
Looking to throw. James. It's caught. It's Stewart. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun. James. They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. The Bills send the punter out. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Smith. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
This is Marshall. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Cole Bishop on the coverage.
Smith now to throw. And he fires one incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Smith.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's good for a Steelers first down. A gain of 26 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A handoff for Hall. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Steelers.
They'll give to Hall.
Pushing his way through. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
96 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Malik Neighbors
From 4 yards out.
and the Steelers have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Bills 10.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills' offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He gets it over the middle to Palmer. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Bills first down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
A short throw hauled in by Trimble.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
They'll try and run the option.
And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line.
Well, the home team's offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around.
7-yard loss.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Back to throw. James setting up the screen for Cook. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it.
The Steelers take over
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
And will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
Offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Smith. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
incomplete. It's now 2nd down and 20.
Now Smith.
This one into the hands of Harris on the crossing route.
Complete to number 9, Trey Harris. It's a gain of 13, but it brings up 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Here's James throwing to start the drive. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
On the play. That's good for a Bills first down.
Looking to throw. James. And complete right side to Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 24-yard line.
Off the play fake. James. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line.
And the Bills.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. James now. Off the play fake. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Bills 17.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
There's a nice move.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Now Hall to start the drive.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now 2nd and 3.
Play action. It's Smith.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
And the Steelers first down. A gain of 16 yards. And the Steelers first down.
They'll run it now. Here's Dunbar. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, here's Smith. And that is incomplete.
Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Here's 2nd and 10.
Edgerrin Cooper on the coverage.
Operating from the gun, James.
Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
And Cook has it left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And the Bills first down.
They'll look to throw again.
Right back to Cook for another completion. 2nd and 9.
James Cook. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
James pass. Complete.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Pickup. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Tyler Bass for the Bills field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
So now out comes this offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once more.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Steelers 1st down. It's a gain of 10.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Hall again.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run with Hall.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
We're facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense is really struggling.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to pant.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At the 24-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Pittsburgh, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Bills, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.